Okay, I've just received word that we have to interrupt this edition of Woodbine Racing Live for some breaking news on the EP Taylor Turf Course, with more outside of Don Loophole. Don.
Yes, Jeff, breaking news. Joining me trackside is the CEO of Woodbine. It is Nick Eaves, and some jockeys with us as well. I've been apprised of the fact that Nick has been challenged to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge by one jockey, Emma Wilson. Joining me now trackside, Nick Eaves. Nick, would you like to comment on this story?
Oh, would I ever? Thank you very much, Don. Welcome everybody to spectacular Woodbine Racetrack. I'm joined here by a whole bunch of Woodbine colleagues, a good portion of the Woodbine jockey colony, and we're all here for a great cause, which is to raise money and bring attention to ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. As Don has already said, I've been nominated. I was nominated actually by 3 different people. First by Emma Jane Wilson. Everybody knows Emma. She's a leading jock here. She's a Queen's Plate winner. When I got up this morning, I obviously was thinking that it's Queen's Plate Day, so I got all ready for the occasion and then realized it was something other than that. Marcus Wilson, who's one of our supervisor of security, has nominated me, and Corey Fraser, a former jockey and current member of our Champions Teletheater team, has nominated me. So we are delighted to support this cause. My personal donation and the donation of others at Woodbine is actually going to be channeled to a good friend of Woodbine named Bob Acton. And Bob was diagnosed with ALS in June. Bob is the husband of a good friend of ours who's worked with us here at Woodbine for 27 years, Heather Acton. Bob and Heather are just standing in behind. And their daughter Avery has taken up the challenge and started a cause called Running to Save My Father's Life. And that's a pretty poignant way of looking at this disease, and I am delighted that we can play a small part in helping Bob and Heather and Avery do their bit to try and bring a cure to this horrible disease. I'll be nominating a couple of people after I go and get dumped on. I don't think I can delay that any longer. I counted, there are 8 buckets of ice water. Maybe, Emma, you could show that there's real ice in there. 8 buckets of ice water. So I'm going to go and take my ice bucket challenge, and then I will come back and think if I don't have brain freeze, who I might be nominating. So bear with me.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. CEO Nick Eaves undertaking the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I can assure you there is more than enough ice in those buckets. Jockeys, take it away. That was amazing. All right, Mr. Eaves, you withstood the challenge. How does it feel? Don't get too close.
Don't get so close. That wasn't like the Justin Bieber warm spa water that was being poured down. That felt great. I'd like to take this opportunity to nominate 3 other people for the... There
were 9 buckets. Okay, I didn't agree to this. All right, Nick, continue on.
I will nominate 3 people to take the Ice Bucket Challenge. The first is Canadian horse racing legend and Sports Hall of Famer Sandy Hawley. The second is recent national driving champion Jody Jamieson. And the third is the chairman of the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation, Phil Olson. So, gentlemen, you have 24 hours to take up the challenge. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eaves, and I believe you have to put your hat back on at this time. So, Jeff, there you have it. A story breaking here trackside at Woodbine as Nick Eaves has successfully completed the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and I am an innocent victim of the fallout.
Oh, Don, you're a good sport, though, about it. That's for sure. I wonder if the turf condition has been downgraded now to yielding. We should get the going stick back out there with the number of ice buckets that were out there. Well done, Mr. Nick Eaves. Job well done there, and great to see everybody participating and raising money for such a great charity. Race number 5, going 6.5 furlongs on the grass, maiden 50,000 claimers. We'll duke it out here in this race. So when you look at this field overall, first of all, it's the size of the field that's going to jump off the program page.